Hey, what's good, fam? It's Kyle Henderson of BamaInsider.com coming to you from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Alabama's Board of Trustees has approved new salaries for the coaching staff. I'm going to run through those right now on BamaInsider.com. Give us a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Pete Golding, he'll be the highest paid assistant for the University of Alabama for the football team after Nick Saban, of course. He'll be making 1.5. That is up from 1.2 from the 2020 season. Alabama offensive coordinator Bill O'Brien will take over for Steve Sarkisian. Last season, Steve Sarkisian was making 2.5, which made him the highest paid assistant in the country. Bill O'Brien, his salary when he was coaching with the Houston Texans was $3 million. He'll be making 1.1 during his first season coaching the Alabama offense. Going into the 2021 season, Bill O'Brien off to a hot start, helping Alabama land quarterback Ty Simpson out of the class of 2022. Doug Marrone, another former head football coach in the NFL. He was the head football coach of the Jags. He was also making $3 million. He'll be making $755,000 coaching Alabama's offensive line. The Crimson Tide will send plenty of linemen to the NFL in this coming draft. Alex Leatherwood, Deontay Brennan, Landon Dickerson. Doug Marrone will reload with a lot of talent. Evan Neal anchors the way. Still pretty amazing that Nick Saban was able to add 2 former NFL head football coaches to the staff. That makes 3 in total because, as you know, Nick Saban coached with the Miami Dolphins. We continue with more salaries, and this is Robert Gillespie, came to Alabama from the University of North Carolina. He'll be making $535,000 this season, coaching the running backs pictured right there. That's Brian Robinson, number 4, and number 23, Roydale Williams. Robert Gillespie has a stable of high-quality running backs. Of course, they're getting Kamar Wheaton later on this summer, another 5-star for the Alabama Crimson Tide. New defensive backs coach, Jay Valai, he'll be making $525. He'll be replacing Carl Scott, who did a fantastic job at Alabama, both coaching the corners and on the recruiting front. So Jay Valai joining the staff. Big shoes to fill, replacing Carl Scott. And then you got Charles Kelly. He's been with Nick Saban now for a couple years. This is a very tenured coach. Charles Kelly will be making $825,000 this season, helps coach the defense as well as coaches the secondary. Alabama's secondary has been very, very talented over the last couple seasons under Charles Kelly, so he'll be up to $825 this season. A very familiar name. This is Sal Sunseri. He's been with Nick Saban for quite some time. Actually, this is the second time that he's coached at Alabama. He was here in Tuscaloosa during the early 2000s. Now back with Nick Saban for the last couple years, coaching the outside linebackers. Coach Sunseri will be making a cool $695,000 coaching those edge rushers, which he's done a fantastic job over the last couple of years. You look at the progress of William Anderson and what he did with him in just one short season. Can't wait to see what he does with Chris Allen, William Anderson, and Drew Sanders in year 2021. Holman Wiggins, Alabama's wide receivers coach, $575,000. I would love to be Alabama's wide receivers coach, right? You get Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs, Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, and of course they reload with guys like John Mechie and some of this younger talent that we've seen on film. Most recently, Ajay Hall, Ja'Cory Brooks, Christian Leary. Man, coaching up the wide receivers has to be fun for the Alabama Crimson Tide. We also got information on Freddie Roach. He's Alabama's defensive line coach. He'll be making $720,000 for the Crimson Tide. Played here at Alabama, was actually a strength coach or an assistant strength coach, and now he's back. He was most recently at Ole Miss before he joined Alabama this last season, did a great job with that defensive line, comes in with a ton of talent. He'll be making $720,000 this season. On the basketball front, the Board of Trustees finally approved a new deal for Nate Oats, and this is official. His deal will be $3.2 million annually. Nate Oats getting paid for a fantastic season. It's pretty incredible. He did this in just 2 seasons at the University of Alabama, and his contract will now run through March 14th of 2027. So Nate Oats locked and loaded for the Crimson Tide and now making a nice $3.2 million annually. Tough end for the Crimson Tide, but I think overall, I think we can all agree that the culture has certainly changed in Tuscaloosa when it comes to basketball. Hey, give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. We appreciate you bringing the news right to you right here on BamaInsider.com. We appreciate you more than you know. Catch you soon back on BamaInsider.com.